handguns, you'll see that we had a little wardrobe change here, at least on my part. And we're talking about concealed carry. And a lot of people think, oh, I should just stick the gun in my pants, it'll be fine, I don't need a holster. But you should always have a holster. Now, what I've got here is a Galco King Tuck. This is just a standard Smith & Wesson J-frame, and it's an inside the waistband holster. It really conceals very well. Now, this is a more or less solid color shirt. Solid color shirts don't hide guns as well as the pattern shirt that I was wearing before. Before, I had a full-size 5-inch Smith & Wesson M&P, and really, you couldn't tell that I was carrying it. If you bend over, you're gonna print, but with a pattern shirt, you don't notice the printing nearly as much.
And we have to keep in mind, like we said earlier, the whole idea when we're thinking about the fashion of concealed carry is we don't necessarily want to look the part. So, you know, we have to dress accordingly to the environment and also take into consideration things like the weather. Now, if you're gonna get online or go into a catalog and try to pick out some gear that's gonna help you be more successful in carrying concealed, that's great. And there's a lot of fantastic gear out there, but you also need to be a little bit careful and use a little bit of common sense. Now, the photography jackets, the IDPA vests, stuff like that, it's great stuff, but it fits a certain niche. And what you don't want to do is look too tactical. We have in the industry, there's kind of a term that we call those vests, shoot me first vest, which essentially means that a fairly astute bad guy might be able to put his finger on you and say, that guy looks like he might be armed, so if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go after him first, and you may never get the chance. So really the key is to just kind of be a man in the crowd, be the gray man.
In addition, we've been talking about guns and holsters, but one thing is carrying concealed is to have the right mindset. You're wearing a gun. Be aware of your surroundings. You have to act the part of a responsible citizen. Pay attention. No, you're not in uniform. No, you're not a cop. You're not a target of bad guys, but you're out there. You're out in the world. Pay attention.
Now, that takes us to the next thing, being able to actually draw or get the concealed handgun into action, or actually get it, you know, from where it is on our body at a place of rest and get it into the fight. So everybody goes to the range and they either shoot off of a little bench here or they might draw out of a holster. But if you're going to carry concealed, you need to practice with your concealment gear. So I've got this gun in my pocket. I need to get good at reaching into my pocket, establishing a grip, and coming out with the gun. So practice, 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 like we always say. Yeah.